setup. I am here at the airport, and we are going to start with just a review of the previous lessons leading up to today's final review, lesson 79 and 80. Lesson 61, I am the light of the world. Lesson 62, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Lesson 63, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Lesson 64, let me not forget my function. Lesson 65, my only function is the one God gave me. Lesson 66, my happiness and my function are one. Lesson 67, love created me like itself. Lesson 68, love holds no grievances. Lesson 69, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. Lesson 70, my salvation comes from me. Lesson 71, only God's plan for salvation will work. Lesson 72, holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Lesson 73, I will, there be light. Lesson 74, there is no will but God's. Lesson 75, the light has come. Lesson 76, I am under no laws but God's. Lesson 77, I am entitled to miracles. Lesson 78, let miracles replace all grievances. And now we're going to do a deeper dive into Lesson 79 review. Lesson 79, let me recognize the problem so it can be solved. Let me realize today that the problem is always some form of grievance that I would cherish. Let me also understand that the solution is always a miracle with which I let the grievance be replaced. Today, I would remember the simplicity of salvation by reinforcing the lesson that there is one problem and one solution. The problem is a grievance. The solution is a miracle. And I invite this solution to come to me through my forgiveness of the grievance and my welcome of the miracle that takes its place. Specific applications of this idea might take form in any one of these. This situation presents a problem to me which I would have resolved. The miracle behind this grievance would resolve it for me. The answer to this situation problem is the miracle that would conceal it. Y'all, as I'm reading this, I'm just reminded that so often, well, not just so often, but like my MO over the last 4 years as I've been really doing the work to understand how the past shows up in the present and how we never are just making a decision right here, right now, like fixated against this person, this situation. It's like we're always biased, we're always clouded unless we're aware of the fact that we are, and then we can seek to not operate that way. And yet there's a simplicity to today's lesson where, yes, I think it's the duality of both, having and as the conjunction of doing the work to understand why is this here and really digging up the root, doing the work to get all the way down to the root reason about why we're triggered, why we're activated, why there's a problem, and then pulling it up and then replacing it with something new. I still hold to that in terms of what it means to do the work, and I still value that because it has brought so much meaning to my life. And at the same time, there's a simplicity to let forgiveness take the place of that grievance. One problem, one solution. And so I love this reminder for me today. And lesson 80, let me recognize my problems have been solved. I seem to have problems only because I am misusing time. I believe that the problem comes first and time must elapse before it can be worked out. I do not see the problem and the answer as simultaneous in their occurrence. This is because I do not yet realize that God has placed the answer together with the problem, so they cannot be separated by time. The Holy Spirit will teach me this if I let Him, and I will understand it is impossible that I could have a problem which has not already been solved. These forms of the idea will be useful for specific applications. I need not wait for this to be resolved. The answer to this problem is already given me if I will accept it. Time cannot separate this problem from its solution. And so I love these two lessons going together. And so with the decision, this is the problem. It's very simple in some ways. The problem is a grievance and forgiveness is right here for me. And this is sometimes I think that each one of us can have the ability to forgive easier than in other circumstances. And in those circumstances where it just feels beyond us, that's actually where I've really, really needed to employ, I've needed to employ a power outside of me and go to God and be like, show me how to forgive, help me forgive, help me to let go of this, because human willpower alone so often can't be the only thing driving forgiveness. That's why it's called a miracle, or else everybody would be forgiving. And so may each one of us be walking and in pursuit of this miracle of forgiveness today, because it's something supernatural in so many ways, and yet each one of us has the ability to access it at any point, at any time, and there is no problem, no grievance that would present itself with which there is not a solution already ready for us. We don't have to wait, we don't have to pray hard enough. It's really right there for us to take if we should so choose. Y'all, my chat is disabled this morning. I don't know why, so I can't see what people are saying. Actually, you know what? Let me go into YouTube and I can see individually what people are saying. We'll ragtag it this morning, just like the setup. All right, let me go into the chat and see how everyone's doing. I love this. All right. Cash Poppin', good morning, Justin. Persistent dissenter. Walker, hey, I know I'm I'm at the airport. Kalamata, good morning. Walker, hey, good morning. Viking Lloyd, good to see you. It's been a while. Just jumping into the other chat. Money Gee, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. What day is it? Tuesday. A good Tuesday. I'm just jumping into the other chat. User YT6, good morning. Ronald, good morning. User YT, I'm with you. I need to go do that after. He says the Holy Spirit wants you to clean your glasses. I'm sure he does, and I want to as well. I am Stephen. It was so funny. Right before I jumped on, I started wiping my glasses with this little fuzzy sweater. I just was doing a quick little thing, and then this just made it way worse.
Hello,
I guess because of the fuzzy.
Phoenix City Councilwoman Anna O'Brien. At Sky Harbor, we pride ourselves on offering the best local
Retro
restaurants
Rocket,
that
good
Phoenix
morning.
has to offer.
Good
Whether
to see
you're
you.
here for a flight or a layover, don't forget to try some local flavors before leaving.
All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day, and just a reminder, I don't know how many of you guys are actually doing the practice time after we jump off, but I really recommend just taking a moment to recognize and to maybe even the combination of these two can be our mantra, but it's, there's one problem and there's one solution, and I have it now. We don't have to wait for it. We don't have to go seek it out. We don't have to wait for some big moment of ourselves having a heart change to be able to forgive somebody. It's really perhaps even just a decision and a willingness to even forgive, and then perhaps even the feelings and emotions follow along. But sometimes we do have to tell our minds and our hearts and our bodies, no, I am going to choose this decision in this direction, and then eventually it follows. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later tonight for the Knowing Show at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.